how to bring back quality in your salon in 2025. Hi, I am Kayla Swanson, and I'm your host of High Performance Salon Academy's Profitable Salon Owner podcast. And hanging out with me today is Leah Freeman. What's up, Leah? How are you?
Good. How are you?
I'm doing really, really good. Stoked to have you back on the podcast. Leah is the global color director with Lonza, and she was on, man, I don't even know, a couple months ago, and we just had such a rich conversation. I'm super stoked to have you back. And today we are talking about how to bring quality back into your salon. Honestly, the last couple of podcasts, we've talked a lot about like quality is an important part of your salon and people get kind of away from that. And so I'm really excited to dive deeper into what does it look like to actually have a quality salon. So Leah, what have been some things that you've really been seeing lately in the industry that people are getting away from quality in their salon?
I just think that there's this like motion in a hamster wheel. We get
Yeah.
so used to the same clients. We're, booked every 30 minutes. It's almost like cattle. It's like in and out, in and out, in and out. And we're all at fault for it. We become very comfortable. And then all of a sudden we just forget the biggest reason why a lot of our consumers or guests come to our salons is they want to talk. They want to talk to us. They
Yeah.
are so intrigued by what we do, how we dress, how we look, how we act, who we're with, the foods we eat. It's like they wait 3 to 4 weeks, 5, 6 weeks just to have those moments with us. And,
Yeah.
it's funny because we kind of are used to who we are. So it's like we don't find ourselves to be unique or different or have any added value to bring into someone's life, but we really, really do. So,
Yeah.
I think now more than ever, we've lost so much touch with, social media and being online and being on our phones and be able to just, text and type away versus actually having conversations that, I think we've missed the point of quality in a
Yeah.
salon, a salon experience. So, something that I'm paying attention for sure with myself is because I'm at fault for sure. Been doing hair. This has been my 28th or 29th year doing hair.
Wow.
I've been sitting on that wheel too, so bringing quality back into the salon, having those conversations, really making a point to becoming face to face versus talking in the
Yeah.
mirror. I mean, I can give you a ton of things that we've done at our location to kind of change it up this year, but
Yeah.
it's what we're really concentrating on for 2025.
Yeah, which is, I think, an important part. And I think if you're not focusing on that this year, because you kind of get in a place where you're just trying to survive the times and upgrade and evolve, and so much is changing. And I do understand where people are coming from when things fall off, but you can't, it's not too late to realize that if you're not focusing on the quality of your services and how you are showing up with your clients and the experience that they are leaving with, because people remember more about how they felt when they show up to your salon than what actually happened there. I mean, they'll remember their hair, but the feelings and the emotions that they carry, well, that's what will keep them coming back. And so we get caught up in trying to evolve and change and focus on new systems and processes and AI and all these things that are coming into the salon that you forget, be like, wait, what kind of experience am I offering um, my clients that come into my guests that
Yeah.
come into the salon. So what are you seeing? Like, what are some of the things that you guys have implemented in your salon specifically that you have seen really just make an impact on the experience your clients are having?
The biggest thing that we are starting to implement this year is handwritten cards.
Oh,
Back when I first started doing hair, we used to do these handwritten birthday cards to all of our guests and we would mail them out. In the past, 10 years, everything's gone via email.
yeah.
And, it's interesting to drop your email to get 10% off or to sign up here for our email blast. I mean, let's be honest with each other. I have over 7,000 unopened emails in my account, and I don't even look for, how many text messages did you get before Black Friday?
Literally so
I,
many.
I felt popular.
I
It was terrible. Okay.
know.
And it was like, at what point it's like, if I bought from every place that texts me, I wouldn't be able to pay my mortgage this month. It's like, it's crazy. So we've become to be so, it's such a standard now where, everything is via email, via text message, that getting an actual handwritten card will make you stand out. And what does it cost you? 26 cents to bring a smile to
Literally.
someone's face.
Yeah.
I mean, we're literally are going a little backwards to go forwards again. I think, what people don't recognize either is 2020 made a huge impact in the world. It stopped communication with people. We put plastic walls in between each other. We put masks on. We did all these things to protect ourselves. And really, it not only protected us, but it also kind of gave us this wall of
Yeah.
it's okay not to talk. It's okay that I have plastic barriers between the right and left side of my salon. I mean, it really changed the way we communicate. So I feel, and, talking to a lot of other salons too, that, bringing back this form of communication seems so, what's the word, historic, but
Yeah.
really it's just something I think we forgot about.
Totally. And I feel like a lot of the times, like remember when you got a letter in the mail or you got something personalized like that or something, even if it's handwritten. I mean, with this day and age, there's so much that you can even process up until the personalized point of sending somebody something that is just different than what they would expect. Nobody gets a lot of personalized notes anymore. And I love the comparison that you had on other companies and how they just everything is like almost reoccurring. It's like people are just like set it and forget it, send that email, send that text, like let's,
Yep.
in coming in the masses, when you do something that brings you out of what everybody else is doing, really does make you stand out. And I love the experience in that. What are some other things that you guys have, like, I love the perspective that you're kind of bringing in here of just stepping outside of the box to create that experience. So in your, what other things have you seen?
One of the other things too, I think I've been really paying attention to just because I do travel a lot. So part of being what I do for Lanza is I'm on the road almost every week. So I'm always looking at airfare and just seeing like circumstances. And one of the conversations my husband and I've had a lot is the price point of what's happening with first class. I mean, I have seen first class tickets 5 years ago to go to Mexico, like let's just say Cancun, might cost you 500-600 bucks. We're talking 1,200, 1,500, 2,000. This is not because they're including a massage. It's not because you get food, because we know the food on the plane is terrible. It's because people like that, those touch points. They like the fact that they say your name when you sit down. They like the fact that they're being doted on a little bit. People are seriously starting to shop quality. And one of the things I also noticed too, like even like shopping this season, I'm a girl that is a sucker for a good handbag, so I'll walk into a Gucci or YSL and Louis Vuitton. Not saying I'm buying anything, but I definitely like to
Yeah.
walk through those stores and act like that I can afford to buy those. But the whole thing was one of the things I noticed is they now are even offering credit cards, which is terrible as far as I'm concerned, at
No
these
kidding.
luxury stores. And why are they doing that? Because people like the opportunity of walking into a Gucci, walking into a YSL, walking into a Louis Vuitton, being asked if they can get a water, being doted on, being kind of like taken care of. And that's what concludes that purchase is that touch point. And it's funny because you would think that you can go on Poshmark and buy a bag for 50% less, 70% less, 60% less, but you're not getting that content. You're not getting that connection. And
Mm,
that's where people fall short. So if
yeah.
you could think about it, you have somebody that's applying for a credit card to buy a $3,000 or $4,000 bag that they clearly can't afford, but they are buying it there because knowing they could get on Poshmark probably for half price or the real or whatever it is, but they're shopping the experience and they get suckered in, and next they're signing the dotted line, they're putting their credit down, financing a bag for 30% more because they felt that amazing experience.
Yeah. Isn't that interesting how just in the touch points and being intentional with those things or the way it feels or the way that it's esteemed or even the visuals on their website, like it's a well-rounded experience where they know if we curate that experience, then they will, yeah, like you just said, 30% more people will buy. That's those kind of statistics. Those are the things that you need to be mindful of. Or even I think that sometimes people get away from that and they stop focusing on what's really important. And it's that experience that you're giving, because when people walk into your salon, they want to feel like a lot of people getting their hair done is their number one thing that they will continue spending money on no matter what, because that
Yeah.
is a very important thing. People want to look good and feel good. And but they are looking for that experience that when they walk in there is their oasis away from their home. It's their me time, for the moms
Yep.
who want to have their time where they do feel like catered to, doited on. I love that. And I know, and if you're listening to this, you're like, yeah, I know that that's true and that's fine. And we do that to an extent, but how much is that your priority, or how much are you re-looking at that in your salon on a constant basis to making sure, like, are we still meeting the needs of our avatar? Are we still connecting to our audience, even on social media, to be able to say this is what we offer at our salon? And then when they walk through those doors, how are you doing those personalized touches, which I think is
Yeah.
really cool. So let's talk a
There,
little bit about.
there's yeah,
Oh,
there's
go ahead.
something to be said about that.
Yeah. Yeah. And so let's talk a little bit about we had a conversation before this in the value up instead of discount down. You had a very good
Yeah.
perspective on this, and I would love to go into in the spirit of creating an experience for your clients. A lot of people, like you said this before, of like people expect discounts, but you had a reframe of that, and I would love for you to share that with everybody.
Are you still guessing what your color services are actually costing you? Guessing the cost of your services is eating into your profits. With Salon Scale, you can separate your parts from your labor and charge for every drop of color used. Stop letting your back bar drain your earnings. Click the link in the description to get 10% off of your first year or start your free trial today. Salon Scale. Profit starts with every mix.
So again, going back to me paying attention to airfare and like looking at restaurants and what people are actually really doing, it's like the consumer is expecting a discount. They're now expecting it. And the thing is, like, we can't be known as the industry that just gives everything away. So one of the
Mm-mm.
things that we started doing, because I also own a med spa too, is one of the things we started doing with the med spa and also with the salon. Instead of doing discounts, we're making the services feel like the fulfillment are more. So
Yeah.
for example, I work for a company that makes an amazing treatment called Ultimate Treatment. Ultimate Treatment can run you on anywhere from 70 cents to 90 cents per application. You can charge up to $30 for that service,
Whoa.
depending on, what demographic you're in.
Serious margins.
Yeah, it's great, right? So the thing is, one of the things we started doing was instead of just offering a haircut or a color, we do an ultimate haircut. We do an ultimate color. So we're including these services, which can include maybe a small discount on maybe retail, but we're stopping discounting services because the consumer's waiting for the discount. It's kind of like almost like gift cards.
Yeah.
One of the things I noticed with gift cards this year is I had people walk in saying, "Are you guys offering any deals with gift cards this year?" We're not. No. But
No
what we are
discount, no discount.
offering is we're showcasing all these amazing packages that you can purchase, and we didn't discount
Nice.
anything. All we did was is fill those packages with services that makes the person feel like they are getting everything plus something.
Yeah.
Because that $15-$25 gift card that's extra, all that does is hurt your bottom line. It comes out of either your stylist or your salon. And at the end of the day, January, February, March are the worst months. And those are the months that those gift cards are redeemable. And let's be clear here too. If you look at statistics when it comes to gift cards are redeemed more now than they've ever been because now everything's on a card.
Yeah.
It's like
Easy to
people have
track.
so much, yep, they can keep track of it now. Where before, if they lost that piece of paper,
They're done.
that was it, and then the company
Yeah.
got all of it. So we stopped doing discounts. We started making the services look like they were just fulfilled more, really creating this quality feel when it comes down to the service, but you have to follow up with that. So it just can't
Yeah.
be, here's a piece of paper, come in, redeem. You have to make sure that the person that's servicing them is giving that same quality that's on that sign and that they're
Yeah.
feeling that because feelings is how people purchase.
Mm.
Emotional shopping is where shopping happens.
No
That's
kidding.
true.
Especially in this, I mean, in general, and especially in the
Yeah.
industry of just, yeah, people wanting, because it's such a feel good too. You want to take care of your body, your hair, your skin, your face, your everything. Like you want to look better and you want to feel better. And so, and there's the amount of people who can even access things online, like we talked about before, of like, you can find anything at your fingertips. So being intentional about what you're providing, people love to get extra too. So they're already coming to your salon to spend the money. If you give the value up and you give them something to add on to it, people are like, man, I'm giving more for the money I'm usually spending, especially if they're regular clients. If they're coming in every 4 to 6 weeks and they're constantly spending that money, it's already in their budget. And so valuing up of giving more and being able to just think creatively about how you're attracting your clients and customers into your salon, into your business, into your med spa, wherever they're coming to.
Hmm.
And I love what you said about that, on just thinking differently of how you're approaching that in just giving the value to your clients and just standing out. I mean, like, the new iPhone comes out, they don't give you a discount. You can turn in a phone, they get a different product, and then you get money towards a new phone,
Yeah. And
but
they
it's
resell
not.
yours
Yeah,
for
exactly.
more than they gave it to you for.
Exactly. For more of the credit that
Uh,
they gave you, like it's thinking critically. Like, you are also running a business. And I think people get really they don't, they want to serve people and they want to love on people and be there for people. And we get it. You have a really big heart. You really do. And you care a lot about the people who walk through your doors. You also are running a business and thinking smart and wanting to build and grow, because when you build and grow your business, then you serve the people who work there. You serve the people in your community. You can do more with that when you think more about them. Like, well, it's okay. Like people let other people get away with a lot of things. And instead of realizing that you don't have to do that. You really don't have to discount your stuff. You don't have to. Like you said, Leah, you guys don't do gift cards anymore. You have a different alternative to that, something that serves your salon and your clients and your guests and your team and you as the owner, which I think is really cool.
Ready to transform your business and improve your salon's profitability? With Lonza's 3-in-1 technology and intermixable shades, your hair color inventory is streamlined with limitless creativity behind the chair. Click the link below to unveil the secret to salon success.
And we'll run our year-end gift cards. Like right now, we're right now like on track for gift cards this year. But if we're on track right now, which tells me we have a few more days left, I guarantee we'll be above last year. And last year we
Wow.
gave away a couple $1,000s in free services, and it was just like we're beating ourselves up, like trying to
Somebody had to
figure
pay for
out.
it.
Yeah, so it's like who's going to pay for it? We pay for it. So
Yeah.
it's like let's create quality. let's
Yeah.
let's showcase, it's like that all inclusive, it's like if you think about it, when you go to an all inclusive resort, it's not cheaper, but
No.
when you look at it, you're like, wait, I don't have to pay for every drink at the pool. I don't pay for every dinner. But when you actually add it up at the end of the day, you're like, it's $800 a day. What family of three is eating $800 in food?
Nobody.
Well,
No.
I mean, if you are, my God.
Yeah,
Or if
literally.
you're drinking, you're gonna be in the hospital.
Yeah,
You know what I mean? So
literally.
it's like if you think about it, but people like the idea because they feel like it's just all included. They love that
Yeah.
all inclusive
Oh
deal.
yeah. I mean, they don't, it's like removing something from your brain. Imagine how many things are going on in your head every single day. Removing something to think about, it really is a golden thing. Like when somebody takes something off my plate, or I don't have to, worry about like spending my money or think about, because every time a transaction happens, you're thinking about that money going out of your account, and money can bring a lot of stress. And so every time it's honestly like a release of, can't think of what is it when you get like really excited? Can't think of it anyway, but it's like the excitement
Endorphins?
of, the endorphins. Thank you. The excitement. I was like, I need to find the right word before I
Yeah.
accidentally say the wrong word. But the endorphins, that release of like getting more for what you're spending your money on, because you work hard for your money. And I think people, like, we're in a world that money like kind of is a big part of everything that we do. When you get more for what you're spending your money on, it's that feeling of like, man, this is really neat, or thank you for taking care of me, or thinking have an option of like the ultimate experience. When I go
Yeah.
to the salon, I'm having the ultimate experience. And there's an option for not the ultimate, but having those add-ons, that is a good like difference between like 50 cents and mark it up to $30. That's a big benefit to your salon, and your guests feel really, really, really taken care of. It's a
Yeah.
good balance there, which is what I love about
I
what you
mean,
just said.
and I think also too, you're a lot younger than I am, but I can remember growing up and my mom buying a car and putting a clock in the car was an option.
Putting a plaque?
A clock.
Oh, a clock.
It
I'm
was an
not.
option. It was an
Wow,
upgrade. Like if you think
that's
about it,
crazy.
like which is wild. You don't know what I mean, I can't even can you imagine not having a car that you don't even know what the degrees of temperature outside, let
I
alone
know.
not having a clock? So
I can
like the
imagine
car,
my car not stopping when I'm getting too close to another car.
yeah, like you're like, so the whole thing is that we live in a world that every industry is starting to really just like impact everything with upgrades, and they sell it as is because people are sick and tired. I also feel too, to your point. I feel like sometimes people are like, I feel like when I go to so and so place, I always feel like I'm being sold.
Yeah.
People don't feel like they're being
No.
sold. They just want
No.
to go in, know it's all taken care of, and
No.
leave.
People
So
people get really stressed out about like, oh, well, like I don't want to raise my prices, or people will stop coming if I'm raising my prices, and money this and money that, and you get like really nervous. But as a salon owner, realize that you are a very important part of people's lives, that people will always want to come get their hair done. And then, but whether they're going to go to your salon or a salon down the street has to do with the experience you're offering. And
yeah,
what, like, if you are offering them like, yeah, we also have, this is what we have to offer here. We have this ultimate experience. Would you like to do this one or this one? And you don't even like, you remove from your head or your energy that you bring into it that money's an issue. Because like Leah, you just said, like, people are not afraid to spend the money for the luxury and the things that they want to be in
they're
first
not.
class. They're not afraid of spending money
They'll
as
put it on a
much.
credit card
Yeah. So I
and
think
pay
that we have them
20% interest.
literally, and that's crazy, but it's not like, and
No.
You just get to worry about your business and providing the opportunity for people to spend the money on what they want to spend on. And I can guarantee
Yeah.
it is on facials and ultimate experiences and things that add to their life. People want to spend their money on those things, and you provide the opportunity. You're going to realize that it's not, because I think sometimes we are solving problems. No, we're bringing in solutions that solved old problems. People aren't as afraid to spend their money. And so you holding the mentality that people don't want to spend money at your salon is attracting people who don't want to spend money at your salon.
Yeah.
And so
You're
that
holding their
reframe,
pocketbook closed.
exactly, rather
Yeah.
than building an experience and an oasis and a getaway, and who is your avatar and how do you serve them and how do you value up what you're bringing and constantly evolve the experience within your salon to be the best that it can be. The rest will do it. Well, I mean, the rest will happen for you, which
Yeah.
I
Well,
think
fall into
build that
place.
perspective. Exactly. And
Yep.
sometimes it just takes that little bit of a perspective shift, which is what I love that too. So in like handwritten letters, like what have been some other touch points that you've seen, whether in your own salon or in the industry, that you have really seen start
Yeah.
to change the way people are approaching the guest services?
Are you ready to increase your retention and revenue and convert website traffic to clients? Then you're ready for Maya. Maya creates better business relationships by pairing the right clients with the right beauty professionals. Use promo code HPSA for your first 2 months free. Visit joinmaya.com to get started.
So I don't know if it's my TikTok or my Facebook Reels, but I'm going to tell you something. One of the things I see a lot that comes across and it drives me crazy are these hotel scents. Like these things that you can purchase that
Oh,
set your location or set your home,
yeah.
have the best smelling home. Who wants a stinky home? No one wants one. Well, one of the things that Lanza, being a healing center, that they gave us were these scenters. And when I first got it, I thought it was cool. We always lit candles in the sun and stuff like that. But we now use a scent machine as part of our experience too.
Wow.
I never realized that scent was something that people really like. It correlates them. Like I don't know if the word correlates the right word, but
Connects.
it connects them. It
Yes.
connects them to the environment. It
Yes.
creates a sense of luck, not only just luxury, but they love the smell. So one of the things I'll say is the scent of your location is really, really important. So us having these scent machines throughout our location, we get compliments all the time. I love coming here because your salon smells so good. I love when I
It
come here because
matters.
yeah, when I come here, I feel like I'm being, like I'm in like an oasis or a getaway or a high-end hotel. And I'm like, and I never really thought about it. But, if you go to the one hotel or the Ritz-Carlton, or you go to these really super high-end five-star resorts, they have these scent machines. They're not there just because they want you to enjoy the smell of their location. They want you to have some type of connection to the location. So scent is a big
Mm,
deal. Now,
yeah.
should I say go out and purchase a $500 scent machine or $5,000 scent machine? Because there are one out there that are like that. No, but
That's crazy. So much.
but do invest in something that makes your location smell
Yeah.
amazing. If you don't have access to what we have with Lanza, I know there are ones that you can rent. There's actually companies that come out and they fulfill the machines and do them for you for really,
Wow.
really inexpensively. And the other thing too is making sure that the food your staff chooses does not overpower the scent that you're trying to put in your location. There's nothing more
Mm.
disgusting than walking into a salon and it smells like, you
Somebody's warmed up
know,
lunch.
yeah, onions or tuna fish or
Yeah.
salmon, or like you have to keep certain foods off the table. And I know it's like one of those hard conversations they have with staff, but no one wants to smell tuna fish while they're getting their haircut.
No,
It's
no.
disgusting, especially if they don't like tuna fish.
Literally. I mean,
You know
even
what I
if,
mean?
yeah. And I think a lot of places too, like low end places, they're masking smells. You walk in, you're just like, oh, you're trying to cover up something. It's not working. Or they have
Yeah.
like fake or, fake scents, but being intentional about what does your salon smell like. Like
Yeah.
for me, I'm bringing stuff because I love Costco, but I love the smell of Costco and like Lowe's. My dad worked at Lowe's. It had a specific smell. Like it could be the environment of what's there too, but just I have a very sensitive nose, and for me, I can walk into places, and if my eyes are closed, I'm like, oh, I know where I'm at, just
Yeah.
based off of the smell that's there, because it lasts, it remembers your senses, it has a memory as well, and so you remember by the things that you smell, and I love the point that you just made, and I've honestly never heard that on one of these episodes before, of just really caring about what does your salon even smell like? Are you masking something? Is it too clean? Because I have walked into places and you're just like, man, it smells like you just bleached the floors. What happened in here?
Fabiosa. Yeah.
Yeah,
Terrible.
And then that connects in that some smells can connect people to bad memories and negative
Hmm.
places. And then they're like, I can't go there, it stinks. And that is a very important part of just it's those little things. It's thinking about that, about the smell of your salon, about how it, like the aesthetics of when somebody first walks in. Do things look put together? Is it tidy? Is it clean? Like things like that. Remembering that those subtle things can make a huge impact on the people that come into your salon, which
Yeah,
is what I love about that.
that's a big one.
We're Forest, born on the salon floor and built for and by hair and beauty professionals like you. Forest is your marketing, your reporting, your reputation management. You need one easy-to-use system that does it all. Forest, together we grow.
Another one too that we like to have like at all of our shampoo bowls is in the winter. We like to have blankets at the shampoo bowls.
Oh,
So we have rotating blankets at the shampoo bowls because when people's heads are wet, they're cold. And
oh
if they
yeah.
want to take that blanket back to the station to apply to their lap, they have that option. So
Oh,
we also offer a warm towel service, especially in the winter. And then we give them the option of a warm towel in the summer because some
wow.
people are just really hot in the summer. They don't want a warm towel.
Right.
So it's like we give them that option in the summer, but in the winter we always have a warm towel option. Really
Oh,
inexpensive way to up your service. I know some salons like to put oils and stuff on their towels. I can tell you with my experience for what our towels cost, because everybody on this podcast is probably purchasing those color safe towels, which are a freaking fortune. The thing with oils is they can definitely destroy them. So if you're going to put oils in your hot towel warmers, I suggest putting them on little cotton pads. Don't put them
yeah.
directly onto the towels.
Smart. Wow. See, speaking from experience, I love that. We're all about learning from each other's mistakes. So
Yeah.
I love that very much.
Warm
Yeah, but
towel
it,
services, yeah, and
yeah.
blankets.
It's like what kind of add-ons where it's like, yeah, it's a big purchase, but you're going to use them over time. And it's like going back to, yeah, like the 30 cent or 50 cents and then, mark it up, or, hey, we have a hot towel service, like adding in, there's some things that will value up your experiences, or even there's also the balance between what you provide as a salon, because it's who you are. It's like in your character. It's your signature of you
Hmm.
as a company. Treat yourself like you're Tiffany's. Treat yourself like
Yep.
you are Gucci. Like care about your business and treat it like you are already there, and then your mindset will start to connect with it and the rest will follow up with it. If you are hesitant about raising your prices, hesitant about bringing in a luxury color line, you're hesitant about doing stuff because you're like, well, I don't know, are we there yet, should we do it? Like, don't make irrational decisions, but think about yourself as a luxury salon. So, and then when you get your mindset there and your perspective that you're there, then the decisions that you make for your salon will start to bring you there too, and getting clear in your avatar. And man, Leah, I really love this conversation that we're having about just thinking differently about the quality of your experience. Is there anything else that you can think of in terms of just other experiences that you have watched be such a value to the people coming into your salon?
Yeah, two more things I think are really
Yes.
important. We have lap desk at our salon where people are sitting there. They can have it's a desk that sits on their lap where
Wow.
they can
Work.
go ahead and work away if they need to, because some people do come to the salon to do work. They do.
Yeah, I do that.
And I can't, some people are pretending to be at work. Hey,
Yeah.
listen, that's your demon, not mine, right? So, oh, I'm working from home. I'm like, you are? Because you got a full retouch on and 700 foils. You do you, boo. So, so that's
Guilty of that.
one.
Very guilty of that.
And offer plugs. It's funny. Like, I can't tell you how many customers walk in and say, hey, do you have a phone charger I can borrow?
Oh man, no
So like,
kidding.
it's like just plugs, maybe some random battery packs. I'm not saying, give them away. I'm just saying let them borrow them. To have
Yeah.
those little amenities are really, really nice.
No kidding. Even
Um,
like have it already ready, so they just plug in their phone right there.
Yep, it's all available to them. And then the
Yeah.
last thing I want to share with you that I thought was really cool that we're implementing for 2025, we talked about it, I believe, in my last podcast with you too, is if they choose not to work and they drop their phone off at the front desk and their service is over 2 hours long, offer them something that could be a $25 gift card for next time they come in towards a service they've never had, or a $20 gift card.
Wow.
So give yourself the gift of freedom by putting your phone at our front desk and just enjoy your time and
Whoa.
your own headspace versus being on a phone, being on TikTok, physically touch a magazine, maybe read a book that's up there. It's like
Wow.
just concentrate on yourself. I happen to be at a spa in Canada, and if you put your phone at the front desk, if you did an overnight stay, they give you a free massage.
Whoa. If
And
you
I thought,
and
yeah, I mean,
whoa.
this spa was legit. But I
Oh my
mean,
God.
mind you, you're spending thousands of dollars while you're there. But the thing was, it was really about the mental health. And I
Yeah.
think we're starting to really realize and recognize how much our phones have gotten in the way of who we are. And
Yeah.
sometimes it's like, how many times have you eaten something and never even realized you finished it all because you were watching TV or you're watching your
Literally.
phone? You're like, this blew through a $6 cup of coffee and didn't enjoy any of it.
Yeah.
But I can tell you about that dog that was wearing that skirt on that surfboard,
Yeah.
right? So,
Totally.
and gave that person
Man.
another view.
Well,
So it's
and
like,
you just having that experience, like how many people have you told about your experience there because it kind of took you aback, it blew you away, you
yeah,
hadn't seen it before, and so now you continue to tell people that you just told the whole podcast, everybody listening just heard about that idea, and that kind of surprise and delight is what you're aiming for, to be like, oh man, like that's different, like that's impactful. You're like, you're right, I do want to put my phone away, and I don't want to be sucked into it, and people, it's a choice, it's an option. It's not like,
yeah.
no, in order to come into our
No,
salon you can't have your phone.
and reward it, reward it with something that they're not getting service with at this point. So it could
Man.
even be, excuse me, it could even be like a travel size shampoo conditioner, complimentary.
Yeah.
But
Giving that to
make it
people.
where it's like they feel like they're getting something for, like, I'm trying to give your mental health a break and I'm trying to make you realize how important your mental health is for me.
Yeah.
So
Dang.
not only am I taking your money in, obviously, and you're getting a service and I'm going to do all these things for you, I also want you to know that I don't just care about the outside of you. I also care about the inside of you.
Hmm. Feels different. Feels
Yeah.
different. You even just saying that, I'm like, yeah, that feels different. And you want people to believe that too.
Yep.
And in order to into being intentional with it and actually intentional with the choices that you make, people will feel that, versus between you just want my money and you care about who I am as a person. Big
Yep.
difference. Man,
Yep.
thank you so much, Leah, for hanging out with me today. This has been
Yeah, of
such a fun
course.
episode. Sometimes I get kind of lost certain topics. I'm just like, man, I can just talk about this all day. So thank you for joining me. Can't wait to have you on the
Yes.
next time. Thank you who are listening for hanging out with us today. Hope you found a lot of value out of today's. If you want any support, if you want our top 10 ways to surprise and delight your guests, leave a comment or I'm going to put a phone number in the description. You can text us and say surprise, and I will send you our top 10 ways to surprise and delight your clients. We'd love to share that with you, and then give you access. Also check out Lonza. Lonza is just a phenomenal care line that you would love to be a part of, because they care about you too. They care about their clients. The same things that Leah has been sharing about how they take care of their guests and all those ideas, they embody that, and they take care of the guests, your guests, you as a salon owner. So you can check out their link in their website in the description as well. Leah, thank you as always for hanging out with us, and we'll see you
Thank
next
you.
time
See you
on the
guys.
Profitable.
Bye.
Bye, you guys. See you next time on the Profitable Salon Owner Podcast.
You've been listening to the Profitable Salon Owner Podcast. Be sure to like, subscribe, leave us a review, and check us out at profitablesalon.com for more episodes, content, and to help you turn your salon into the business you've always dreamt of.